Oil firms will slash the prices of petroleum products by as much as 2 pesos and 20 centavos a liter in the first week of July. In separate advisories on Monday, June 30, local oil firms say diesel prices will drop by 1 peso and 80 centavos per liter, while gasoline prices will go down by 1 peso and 40 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices will also decrease by 2 pesos and 20 centavos per liter. The rollback in pump prices is effective Tuesday, July 1. Industry players said last week that the potential rollback can be attributed to the ceasefire between Iran and Israel, which eased worries over global supply disruption. This week's fuel price rollback, however, is not enough to offset last week's big-time increase. Last week, fuel retailers imposed a hefty pump price increase of as much as 5 pesos and 20 centavos per liter. The government had said it was ready to roll out fuel subsidies to more than 1 million public utility vehicle drivers and operators, tricycle drivers, as well as ride-hailing drivers. The Senate says it is open to proposals aimed at enhancing public access to and understanding of the national budget crafting process. In a statement on Monday, June 30, Senate Secretary Renato Bantug Jr. says calls to increase transparency in the bicameral process are always welcome. He says both the Senate and the House of Representatives have a shared responsibility to ensure that the process is open and transparent. According to Bantug, the Senate has institutionalized transparency in the budget process. He notes that members of the media have long been invited to cover bicameral conference committee meetings on the General Appropriations Bill. He says this consistent practice reflects the upper chamber's commitment to accountability. He adds that public scrutiny is welcome as every Filipino citizen has the right to know how their money is spent. Earlier, House Speaker Martin Romualdez expressed support for the proposed institutionalization of a transparent budget process by opening bicameral deliberations to the public. The Open BICAM campaign calls for the full disclosure of bicameral conference committee deliberations. This is the final stage in reconciling the House and Senate versions of the national budget. Lawmakers have proposed live streaming the proceedings to allow real-time access for citizens. Former Bomban Mayor Alice Go is disqualified from holding a government post after a Manila court declared her undoubtedly a Chinese citizen. In a decision dated June 27, the Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 34 granted the co-warranto petition filed by the Office of the Solicitor General against Go. This after she and Chinese national Go Huaping were proven to be the same person. Presiding Judge Liu Liwa Hidalgo Buku cited the infallible science of fingerprint examination. The court says Go is a foreign national who was allowed to stay in the Philippines and managed to circumvent the law. It adds that she was able to pose as a Filipino to meet the citizenship requirement for entering public office. The court points out that her situation posed a risk to national security. According to the court, Go is not only disqualified from holding the post but also from running for Bomban mayor in the first place. It says her proclamation as the winner in the 2022 elections is considered void. The court also notes that Go's birth registration was made only on November 17, 2005 when she was already 19. It says Go's purported parents have no existing records of birth, marriage, or even death found in the Philippine Statistics Authority's database. It further explains that a certificate of live birth and a passport are not conclusive proof of Filipino citizenship. In May 2024, a Senate investigation revealed that Go was an incorporator of Zunyuan Technology Incorporated, a POGO, in Bomban Town. Authorities previously raided Zunyuan Technology over reports of alleged human trafficking and serious illegal detention. Senator Risa Ontiveros also raised questions about her nationality, noting that there were no hospital records of Go's birth in the Philippines and her birth was registered late. Go is currently detained at the Pasig City Jail. She faces multiple charges, including 62 counts of money laundering and qualified trafficking.